Galaxy.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will start by setting the scene.
So going down.
So, someplace,
Starting. That's why you need to put it down.
an unknown location inside a prison cell, we come to hand to Lily. Flip it over.
Josh.
Action Jackson Peterson, 6 foot tall black woman with an afro and an attitude to match.
Lily.
She is in prison. Come on. Oh, has she given up? Or is she
Lilith
going to laugh?
Allure.
She's going to laugh.
Okay.
You love it, don't you? I told you. I threw you a curve. 21 years old.
So this means
you can drink.
That means you can
You
legally
can be loud and kind of obnoxious, it sounds like, with this character.
Perfect.
Okay. So, Boo Boo, turn over your character sheet. We come to River Fire Run.
That's not a really American name. Is she supposed to be an Indian?
No, we don't know. We don't know. A red-haired woman with green eyes at 5'8", 215 pounds, at the age of 18. And then, Tara, flip it over. We come to Cookie O'Connor.
Really?
Yep. Cookie O'Connor is a brown-haired woman with freckles, green eyes. She is 25 years old, covered in tribal tattoo and rose tattoos.
Really, roses?
She is a Motorhead tough woman, covered in scars, and also a motorcycle gang leader.
Okay.
So you guys wake up, you have no equipment on you, and you have your same street clothes. And you hear a loud buzzer. And the small room that you found yourself awakened in, the door opens.
Did your head open? I'll have to take a look at your hair later.
So the door is open. And you hear somebody say, Peterson, River Run, O'Connor, step out.
Some of us are sleeping in here.
So do you step out?
I step out with a nasty attitude.
Okay.
That might be coming the officer's way.
All right.
I'm still laying on the cot.
So as you're laying on the cot, give me a d20 roll.
We'll go with that one. Is that a 6 or a 9?
That is a 6. Plus what's your fortitude bonus?
Oh, by the way, we're playing D20.
Fortitude?
Oh, is it not written on there? Oh, shit, did I screw up? No, it's not written on there. I'm sorry. No, it should be written on there. Let me see something.
AC, concussion resistance,
No, it's not on there.
action points.
No, it's not on there. I fucked up. Ah, Lily, this is why we don't put things on your channel either. We'll do the next one on your channel, I promise. I'm sorry. I have a potty mouth anyways.
Fortitude is what, babe?
+1. So it's 3. So your total fortitude bonus is 3.
So 9.
Makes it a 9. Your reflex save is a +3. And your will is a 1. So it was a nice roll. But so as you're continuing to lay there on the cot lazily, so you feel an electrical jolt and you take 2 points of damage. In fact, that 2 points of damage at your low HP of 10 is enough to get you motivated. So anybody that's not inside a cell or not out of their cell, you hear somebody go, ah!
I'm not yelling.
Oh, it's you try to fight yelling, but you yell out. You're just like, ah! Alright, so
Here you go, guys.
Let's spin D20 back.
you're just gonna roll? Or are you gonna come out of the cell?
I'm gonna go ahead
I
and move.
already came up with this.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm coming out.
Okay, you're coming out.
What the world looks like.
Alright. So when you walk out, there is nobody to be seen except a big, huge black window. And you hear a voice that says, step to your left. When you look to your left, there's a door.
Okay, going over to the door.
Okay, so the door opens. When you go
Same.
inside, there's a table. It's like a folding table. It's gray walls, gray ceiling, gray floor.
Try pencil.
And when you look onto the table, you see your equipment.
I grab my shit and eyeball the rest of it.
So you-
What's going on?
I don't know, but you might want to grab your stuff, kiddo.
I quickly grab my stuff and I'm like, are we getting executed?
Yeah,
If
me
we
too.
are, I'm gonna slash all y'all heads off before they slash off yours.
Dude, you need to shut your face before I put you back in your place.
So, like you see another door that swings open, and you don't hear any voices.
Like, knee-jerk reaction, door swings open, weapons out. Same.
Alrighty. So like there's a little hallway, and you see that there's another folding table,
I'm going over to that table.
and
Are you
So-
sitting back at the table with the other stuff?
Yeah.
they give you, like when you look in one of the bags, there's like 14 shotgun rounds. Let's see what else you have. There's like 20 Colt pistol, or like there's 20 rounds.
So what firearms do I have?
That Colt Python that you have is 32, I think.
Oh, okay.
So there's like 30 something rounds for it. What?
Okay.
No.
It somewhat sounds like that.
I'm not familiar with Suicide Squad. I do not watch movies that do not have a credible Joker in them. Heath Ledger.
So there's
Jack
14,
Nicholson.
14 shotgun rounds, 30 for the Colt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I pick up that stuff and throw it, like, do I have, like, any pockets or anything I can put
It's
it all
actually
into?
sitting in a bag.
Okay, I grab the
Boo Boo
bag.
Bunny,
She's sitting back at the other table.
you're at the other table?
No.
No, you got your weapons?
So you're still at that table unless you've moved on from there.
I did.
You said you were just staying there.
I moved on.
Oh, that's
Really,
a
what are you
shitty
doing?
pen. What is
All the pens were, like, not quite writing. Lily, what are you doing?
All right, Lily. You go in there, right?
Yeah. I was busy with the cat.
So, Boo Boo, there's a bag with 40 rounds for your Colt Double Eagle that you have, or for the Colt Double Eagle that you have. Lily, when you go in there, there's a bag, and it has your initials on it. And you look in the bag, and there's 120 rounds for that Scorpion machine gun pistol you have.
Sick.
I told you.
This is gonna be one real fun adventure.
So you guys notice that hallway that you're in does not have a door.
Check
Right.
the ceiling. Any windows?
Nope. In fact, the door slams shut behind you, and all of you need to give me a fortitude roll.
20
16,
plus 3.
23,
Six.
16 plus
Oh, this is
17, 18. Well, what's your...
Did you not put her fort on there either?
Oh God, I hope I fucking did, because like some of this stuff was done like a little in a rush. So, fortitude plus 2. Really, that's a 3 that you've rolled, or it comes out as a 3. Don't worry. So, the room is filled with this intense sound of... You black out. Or Action Jackson, you black out. Like all of a sudden you just like, oh shit, the man done taking me down. Like all
No, like
you don't even time for a line, not even a clip. Remember,
No,
you're a
just-
smart ass. You gotta live up to that stereotype of black exploitation type character. That's what I'm picturing
okay, hold
for
on,
you.
hold on. What the fuck?
Nope, and she's out. Okay.
What about hers?
What you end up seeing?
Wait,
Are you
No,
sure?
that's not what it came
No.
out to. It came out
Well, you
as a
said-
17. So what ends up happening to you, River, is you see this blue haze come into the room, and then you pass out. So you're laughing. So Cookie, you're sitting there, and you laugh at the black woman that's passed out, and then the redheaded woman next to you is like, does everything taste purple for a second? And like you see it happen, and then like with how you rolled, like you see that the room isn't the room anymore. Like you guys are all of a sudden like in the middle of this desert wasteland. And this desert wasteland that you suddenly find yourself in, it's not like excessively like hot, like where it's like, oh my God, I have the urge to strip off every bit of clothing and I'm dying of thirst, but it's of a moderate temperature, and there's stones that are like basketball size, like scattered everywhere and buried into the landscape as far as you can see. And these two hobos are like laid across.
Lily, your hair in the drink cup.
Ew, that's a little hairy.
I place them in my bags
Okay.
It actually has some
and look around. And find a direction to go. And GTFO.
You're not gonna wait for these guys?
Nope.
Okay, so do you have navigate as a class skill?
Nope.
No. Give me a d20 roll at a -10 modifier.
Seriously.
Yes, ma'am.
18, so that would make it an 8. Like I just smacked it.
So you take your bag, you hike your girdle up, and you're just like, ah, fuck these bitches. And you just walk off.
Girdle.
Yep, girdle your loins for exploration. And 30 minutes later, you come back and like you've walked in a complete circle, and you're staring at these two. And River, you come to
You're gonna
first.
like kind of kick ass and wake them up.
So like she wakes up as you walk up. So like you would be nudging the black woman.
Oh, so she's black too?
No, she is.
Okay. Wake up!
Do I like that?
So like you open your eyes to like this short woman covered in tattoo. Like, well, no, how tall did we say you were?
I don't remember it. Not written on here.
So we'll say you're probably about, let's see. Let's see, since I couldn't come up with anything for you, let's do a dice roll. What do you say?
Lily, can you stop chewing that so loudly?
What is she chewing over there?
Another piece of gum.
Man, she is gonna be pooping gum. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that not how that works? No?
Since you seem to enjoy me playing short characters, why don't you just say 5 foot even?
Nah.
I'm 5.
4'10". I'll say.
Okay, so you're gonna make me super
So
short.
4'10", 2d10 inches. So we need 2d10s. So I think
They're
all of
in
these-
here, babe.
No, they're not in there. But we are playing Vampire Night. Sequestered them away.
Here's a D10, right?
They're really? Yeah, that's a d10.
And there's a nice D10. I'll take
Okay,
these
well.
two.
Maybe I would dig them all out.
1 and a 3.
4'4"? 4'4"
You said
inches?
4'10", and then you said with whatever.
You know what? We'll say you're 5 foot. Or you're 5'10". How's that work?
She's the shortest then.
Okay, so you're not the shortest character this time.
I'm the tallest. Hooray.
I'm sure I had something in mind like when I wrote it out, but I don't know.
Like when you were just talking like a moment ago, I'm sure you said it, and then I just spaced on it.
Yeah, okay. So, filling these two in.
Coco, wake up.
When you open your eyes, you are in the midst of what appears to be a desert with stones that are sized to basketballs sticking out of the soil.
Elbow.
Some are half buried. But you know that you're no longer where you used to be. Which leaves the three of you stranded with a conversation to have amongst yourselves of what to do.
I wake up and I'm like, stop kicking me!
Oh my god, are you always this whiny?
Shorty, do not make me get my gun out.
Hooker, I point mine in your face while you're still laying on the ground.
I've already gotten up.
I'm still standing over you.
I'll wake up and I'm like,
You're already awake.
Yeah, you're already
I know.
awake.
So you guys are still arguing in the middle of nowhere?
Do any of y'all know where this place is? Like, where the heck did we just, like, appear? Because y'all crazy fools fell asleep, and then there was this blue light, and then we all friggin' appeared here. And walking away from here ain't getting nobody nowhere, so y'all need to start speaking up.
If I knew, I would already be walking away from
Girl, if you knew, you wouldn't have fallen asleep in the first place. You, Shorty, you got any idea where we at?
nope. I have no idea.
However she wants to play her character, that's how she's going to play it.
I'm just gonna
OMG. Do I see any blue misty crazy shit anywhere?
Nope. In fact, there is no sign of the structure that you came from or any sign of that weird atmospheric or whatever it was condition that brought you here.
So, we all going to stand around here? Are we going to try to move someplace?
So as you three individuals are in the middle of nowhere arguing, we'll flash to another location. So, you will come to a dark room with three figures at a control board. And you hear one of them says, test subjects A, B, and C have transported to the location. Do we have a telemetry read of where they're at? Give me 1 second. It appears that they're in the Great Western Desert.
We're not hearing any
excellent.
of this, guys.
So, we'll pan back to three individuals standing in the middle of what appears to be a field of boulders. Now,
So we don't hear any of that, though, right?
not at all.
Okay.
Josh, this isn't just my opinion out of game.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Really? Let's not go there. Anyways,
That is just my opinion outside of game.
so after, we'll say that it's been about 30 minutes of you three arguing amongst yourselves. Give me a fortitude roll.
So what? He said everybody.
D20. That's a 2.
I did not mean to drop that.
8. You want to re-roll it then?
Yes.
I've got 21.
Nice.
21. I've got 10.
Okay.
You have a fort on here? No, it was 10.
Plus whatever your fortitude bonus is. Your fortitude bonus is 2, so it's a 12. So, River, as you've been hearing the two of them like kind of argue amongst themselves, you notice that y'all don't have any water, and it might be an idea to look for water, and you might want to say something to these two. What do you say to them?
No. The rest of us wouldn't have gotten anything with our high rolls.
No, because like you're fine.
Okay.
So what do you say to your party members about this?
I'm gonna say, y'all, we need to go looking for some water.
Wow. Really? You got some divine involved on you?
No.
Already gonna boss us around?
She
However,
does got a point though.
the book of Get It Done, you know that you have. Hey, come here.
That's probably from the ones that we were using in Allison's
You
year.
know that you,
Lily.
being an intelligent woman, that you have the life science, physical science skills to be able to help them find water, but you merely need somebody. Maybe if you have navigate or survival. Now, Cookie, you have survival, so you know
Where?
it should be one of your skills. Did we not write down your skills?
No, you must not have.
Fucking Christ on a Cookie! What the fuck is going on with me, the goddamn thing? Fucking shit. Let me see something here. I could have sworn that fucking wrote this shit down.
So did I have navigate?
No. No, you do not. But I need to not get ahead of myself here either.
Allison, careful. If that's not right, we'll need to get you something else. Or you're just coloring it in.
You have survival, so you know that if somebody was to lead you to a place where there might be water, you could be able to locate it.
Well, if I've got survival, would I be able to, know then that, like, if I see any cacti, that, like, there should be water within that?
You haven't seen a cactus, so I mean,
Okay.
it's gonna be a little bit more complex because you're like you would sit there and you go, man, a cactus would be like a godsend. And like you look around for a few minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just like, shit, there are no fucking cactus out here. Cactus, cacti.
Cacti is the plural. There's Lily being a smartass.
So,
Fits in with my character.
Miss, I have survival over there. You
I do not.
have navigate.
I noticed that.
But you said survival.
Okay, so between the two of you, are you gonna say anything to one another or anybody else?
I'm just like.
Anybody
Alright.
know how to find their way through the desert so we can try and find some water?
Fine.
Fine. Are you all switch
So-
of country now all of a sudden?
No,
Give me
I'm sorry. No, sorry.
a d20 roll then.
Me?
Yep.
I didn't mean to do that. 8. Why does this dice hate me?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So,
Try out another one, Lily.
no, you got a 12.
No, I mean for like in future rolls.
So, what's epically known as the take 20 rule can go into effect. So which means that you spend 20 minutes trying to figure out that skill roll that you did. Which would you rather do? Spend 20 minutes or take that roll that you made?
Take that roll that I made.
Okay. So you start leading the group off to what you think is north. So somebody between the three of you make a d20 roll.
With what modifier?
Nope, just one of you.
16.
Just one of you.
You guys, you said just
Everybody.
one of us.
Pick one of you and one of you roll.
All right, so somebody else roll then. Like,
Boo Boo, do you want to roll?
Yeah. 13.
13. So your navigate 4 and your survival was a 3, right?
yeah.
So for about an hour, y'all are trekking along without any problems. And in the distance, you see probably about a good 15, 20 minutes walk on the distance. You start seeing trees appear, and you see a large mountain range with snow on the top.
Oh, dude, we got this. Let's go. We all going?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Got to confirm to the DM.
So, as you continue to head this direction, you all come to a giant wooded area without any problem. And as you come into this wooded area, you actually see that there is some kind of beaten footpath that leads into the woods. Now, the woods have sun that comes through them, and they're tall cypress trees and tall, like, evergreen trees. So there's pine needles, there's all kinds of trees. So it looks like it's trees that you'd find in, like, the Northwest and, like, trees that we have down here. Trees that normally wouldn't grow in the same area have all suddenly, like, grown into this forest. There's pine needles on the floor of the woods. There's no small plants or anything. But you do notice that there is a worn trail through the woods where there's no trees, there's no pine needles or anything.
Come on, guys. Let's keep going.
I take out my gun.
Okay.
It's just like a just as like a.
I
just
take
in
out my
case.
knife.
Okay, so y'all.
You trying something?
Not towards you.
I take my knife out.
All right, so y'all now have weapons in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you continue to walk through the forest, does anybody have? Well, you have a survival, so give me a d20 roll. Because I imagine
survival.
I do.
you've taken the lead.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, since you've probably taken the lead.
Yeah. So, 14 then with my modifier?
So, you get the feeling that you're not alone in the woods.
Slowing down.
Okay. So, when you're looking around, like, you notice that there are, like, you've noticed it for the first time, that there's, like, bicycles that are, like, turned upside down. There's, like, half an ATV stuck into the ground. There's part of what looks like an airplane wing halfway through a tree.
What the fudge?
So there's all this is weird debris that shouldn't be here. Like, a front door is jammed, like, through a tree. And it doesn't look like it looks like somehow this door just
Kind of
forced
teleported.
itself way into this tree.
Okay.
I look at her and I see her looking around.
You
What
going
are
to the
you
bathroom?
doing?
Just say
So
you're
do
going
you-
to the bathroom.
Do you
Fine.
have? So do you say anything to them about this?
Me?
Yeah, because you've noticed it because you have survival. These guys are probably just like do another walk in the woods because you don't have survival, so you're not used to this kind of stuff.
I'm more
Y'all
good to do on
stand
what-
this craziness?
So you point out to him. So Action Jackson, when you look around, you you start noticing like the path that you've been on has weird things. Like you see a can of soda on the ground, and it looks like the can of soda has been there for a while.
Like discolored?
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of beat up.
Did you flush and wash your hands after drawing?
So, what do you do with this soda can that you see? Does it hold your interest at all or anything?
I look at it and
I mean, it's been a few hours since you've had something to drink, and
Probably getting thirsty.
I look at it and I'm like,
Do you pick up the can of soda you see on the floor as we're walking?
So she's pointed out that there's weird stuff that's sitting in the pathway that you two have not noticed. She points out like there's a door that's like between a tree, like it's just suddenly appeared there, and like there's this weird soda can sitting on the ground. In fact, River, it's been a while since you've had something to drink. You may want to pick that soda can up that she's staring at. So you just go over there and pick it up. So
Girl, you might not want to drink that.
Give me a d20 roll.
6.
7. So what's your strength? Oh no, never mind. I have that information back here. So you go to lift up this soda can and you cannot lift it up. It's like it's stuck in the ground.
what is my drink?
Don't worry. He'll let you know when you need. Or don't hop on.
So now you've seen the two of them messing with the soda can that's in the ground.
Yo, let's keep moving.
Okay.
I'm more staring at it. I'm doing nothing really. I'm just staring at it.
So do you want to give me a d20 roll?
Me?
Yeah, give me a d20 roll.
These are gold things. That's excellent.
What'd you get?
15.
16. Physical life sciences. You've never encountered anything like this. This is a little outside your measure of how somebody can pick up a soda can out of the ground. You know that usually if an object is buried in the ground and it's uncovered like that and it's cylindrical, it usually comes out. Unless it's in like concrete or something that's held it fast.
Can y'all quit playing with the candle? Let's just get moving so we can try and find some sustenance.
Sure.
So a can of soda could be sustenance. That's what you hear in your head as she says that, by the way, Jackson. And you don't know if it's you or just, your smart assness saying it.
All right.
Okay, so somebody give me a d20 roll. You rolled last time.
Go ahead,
So we'll just go around the table.
6. Really?
Okay. So as you guys are walking along and you're like kind of dragging them, like you smell this delicious smell like barbecue.
Does everyone smell it?
Everybody smells it.
I would be like, I'm gonna follow that smell.
That's weird.
So you all have unanimously decided to follow the smell. Can someone turn my 360 off? What in the fuck is going on with this shit where it's constantly on?
Are the cats doing stuff to it?
I don't know, but it's getting ridiculous. Okay, so you all have unanimously decided to follow the smell, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Lily?
I'm like, I'm like somewhat staggering behind, but I have
What is going on with your 360? It's like blinking.
I don't know.
It's like possessed. Alright, keep going, guys.
So you guys decided to follow the smell.
It hasn't blinked again. Like, it blinked twice. Are you gonna just unplug the power?
Yeah, it's been on forever. Unless it's in use, I'm just going to keep it off. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, it's got to be the cat screwing shit. So you all follow the smell.
How far off the beaten path are you going? Or is it along the path?
You're not quite sure. But you know what? If you're sure that, you'll come across the source of the smell if you keep walking.
Okay.
That seems that same direction you've been heading.
Okay.
So, after a few minutes, you guys see a chain link fence.
I say Shorty McOne and Shorty McTwo. Don't go over the fence.
So,
Who the hell do you think you are?
while you guys are
Calling
arguing
me
about
short.
the fence,
I'm going
Like-
over the fence.
you notice that there's actually an open gate, and it's like a double
So
chain
she
link
just
fence.
said she's going over the fence.
So you go over
and
the
I
fence.
go and grab her to keep her from
Really?
So she keeps you from going over the fence and points out that there's a gate that's open.
I'll go in the gate.
Okay, so you guys go in the gate
I
then.
let them go in first.
Okay.
No,
so
I'm actually going like
This chain link
You
fence
went to
that-
drag her up out of the way.
this chain link fence that you guys have encountered is covered in ivy, and when you guys come up to it, you can actually see that there are structures beyond that fence. And as you come through the gate, you see that there is a whole entire half an airplane, like a cargo airplane, like sitting there on the ground, and there's half a wing, and there's a big, huge, like pile of bricks, and a log, like jammed up under it. There's a gallon drum that's been turned into a barbecue grill, and there is this green creature with tusk that is sitting there, and it has meat hanging up on the wing, and it is cooking.
What does the meat look like? Does it look humanoid, like shaped,
Give
like
me
tied
a-
to it?
D20 roll and add your survival.
Ugh.
Lily, you have life science, so you can roll a D20 and add that. to it.
14.
How about me?
You got a 14, you said?
Mine would have been a total of 14.
life science. Where's that?
So life science is plus 5, so 19 plus 5,
So you got a 24.
24. So that looks like a deer, and then that looks like a goat, and that looks like part of a porcupine.
So
You don't think it's human meat.
Okay.
It doesn't look like human meat. It's not shaped like human meat, at least.
Okay. So
I'm still very cautious. And I'm like,
yeah. Let's not beat feet up there too fast, y'all.
So, like, when you are, like, slowly walking up, like, you hear somebody yell out, "Got customers!"
is it a restaurant?
Looking around.
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
So when you say that, there's another green creature, and she's wearing a bikini, and she's wearing a skirt.
Does she look good in it?
She looks good in it. She's rocking this bikini top and a skirt, and it's a tie-dye skirt.
Wow,
She looks
she's
at you
nice.
all and goes, "Have a seat.
Where are we?
You're in the middle of nowhere."
Yeah, I figured that.
No, that's the name of this place. The middle of nowhere.
Okay. That's new.
I go and look at the book of Get It Done.
So that's your nickname.
Oh.
So like you have, since you've mentioned that,
There's an
you
actual
see
book.
here on your character sheet where it says plan, ask the GM. So would you,
You said World of Nowhere?
the middle of nowhere.
Middle of Nowhere.
So would you like to use this weird plan of thing that's written on your character sheet? Sure. Okay. So I need you
Roll.
to give me a D10 roll.
What are those?
Or no, I'm sorry. You need to make a D20 roll. Sorry, not
Can I
3.
reroll?
I will say you can re-roll. You can spend an action point and re-roll.
That was much better.
Okay.
Don't waste all your good rolls.
So you sit down. This green creature,
Green skin.
green skinned creature, who looks like a female of whatever species it is, comes and she sets a big mug in front of the three of you, and you get the feeling that you may want to ask this creature some questions other than where are we.
I would ask what is the drink.
Well, I'm talking to Lily right now, but since you ask her, She looks at you and goes, "Oh, it's grog." She goes, well, "You can't drink the water around here, so we brew it into stuff."
You gonna start asking questions? I'm not saying that in character, by the way.
I'm just thinking.
Okay. So what questions are you thinking about then as a player that you would like to ask this creature?
I'm thinking of like is the middle of nowhere the name of this like restaurant?
You don't need to.
Or?
No. That's where we are.
So you find yourself asking, "Is that the name of the restaurant?" She goes, "No." She goes, "That's where we are." Like everybody that comes here calls it the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
There's almost all of us were taken from someplace.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
What's with all the stuff back in that wood section?
She goes,
Wood
"Oh,
section.
there's some spaces that you'll come across that are just littered with stuff. Like we scavenged all this stuff out of the woods,
Awesome. She.
and then like we cook for travelers that come by, and we trade information." She goes, "Or sometimes like we hire people to go scavenge stuff for us. You know, I mean, do you have any money on you?"
No.
Josh, did my character have money?
There was no money in your belongings.
Do I have any?
No.
Ew.
Like you noticed one of the things that you were absent of when they gave you back your whoever it was that basically detained you and then gave you back your shit didn't provide you with your wallet, an ID, a purse, or anything like that, or any money. Like they were more concerned with giving you a firearm and some weapons and like whatever this is.
I'm like, no, I do not.
She goes, "Oh." She goes, "Oh." She goes, "Hey, Krong."
I'm not planning on eating here. I'm just having. I
Girl, what are you talking about? That smells good. If you even want to eat something, you might want to at least go.
So she.
You won't last long out here.
While you guys are arguing it, she calls over to this Krung creature, and he goes, "Yeah." She goes, "We got 3 travelers." He goes, "Oh," and you see him like wipe his hands on this apron that he has tied around him. He takes the apron off, and you notice he has like a tank top and a pair of shorts. He has a pair of combat boots on, and like his pockets are shoved full of things, but you can't really tell what. So he walks over to the table, and like before he walks over to the table, you notice he walks back, and he takes a big, huge plate, and he takes like a couple pieces of meat. Don't mind that. I had to fart. Farts. Sits there, burps a couple of times while he's making your plate, or a plate, and then walks over with all this food heaped up on a plate. And he sets this in front of all of you, and he goes, well, this one's on the house then.
Oh, thank you.
He goes, "But can we ask for a favor?"
Well, what kind of favor?
Can you guys go scrounge in the wood for us?
What are we looking for? Or what am I looking for? Like, if I'm going to be out there myself, I don't know about these two.
As she says that, I quickly say, if you're wanting this one to scavenge for stuff, I point to her character. Don't count on it. She can barely even lift up a can.
That can was stuck in the ground.
I don't remember seeing you pick it up either, girl. So, what kind of stuff did you need?
It's just anything you could find, really.
I was down.
So he doesn't really have a list. He just says anything that you think would be useful, like for surviving, like out in the middle of nowhere. He goes, "Well, you know, we are in the middle of nowhere, and it rains sometimes, and you know, you might want to have just, you know, there's buildings and stuff that are tucked away."
I got you. Use for survival. I got you.
Okay.
We all got.
So you. I love you all. So you basically sit there and eat.
Oh my god.
So as you all are arguing amongst
I'm
yourselves,
not. I'm just kind of like laughing.
you let them argue amongst
I let them argue.
Okay, so then what we are going to do is we will fast forward probably about 15-20 minutes. You guys have eaten, your bellies are full. You know, maybe the restroom is. There's an outhouse. You get yourself ready. And
Just so you know, earlier in the game I put my
okay. So
I still have my gun somewhat
with
close to me, but
with this going on and your rada about weapons, so let's go into what do you all do from here? Do you
I go and help scavenge for stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm gonna use the facilities after eating, and then I will go about scavenging.
okay, so are you all heading in one direction, or are you just kind of combing the woods like you would if you were a search party?
I think that would probably be a better idea to come and like kind of branch out, like be like
Okay.
so many feet between each person.
So then everybody give me a d20 roll.
Any modifiers?
I literally threw one and I got an 8.
You got a nat 20.
One.
A nat 20.
Yay, I got
So
20.
any mods with it?
No,
I
what
got
did you get?
17.
I got
Calm
18.
down.
20.
Okay, so it takes about, you guys are walking through the woods for about 40 minutes, and you see a gas station. It's like
Whoa.
somebody has taken an entire gas station. Like,
Wait
we
a
won't-
second.
and it has
Did
a
we
convenience
get bags
store.
and stuff ahead of time for packing this shit into?
You have your bags that have like those ammo
Okay.
and stuff in it.
Okay, go. No.
No.
Hey.
Lily,
Open the door for Alex
No.
to come out.
Don't worry about it. Okay, we gotta focus.
this is one of the problems that this table has with trying to record these sessions. There's a lot of BS going on. So we got to cut down on that, okay? So, gas station. You find it in the middle of nowhere, and there is a convenience store that is in the middle of the woods, and it looks like it has been overgrown for quite some time.
Prior to walking in there, I'm gonna put all my ammo into the one bag.
Okay.
So I have one completely
Well, you only
empty.
have one bag, so
Oh, I thought, like the way you said it, I thought it was like,
you each
One
one
bag
have
for
one
each
bag that has your ammunition.
okay, never mind.
Okay. So, what we would do is I need
You can only roll one die at a
3
time.
d20 rolls.
Okay, I rolled. What, do each of us need to roll 3 or?
Yep.
Okay.
Of these?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, everybody needs to roll one of those.
Okay, so I did mine, which was 17.
12.
Okay.
9.
You all are searching the store and you do not find anything. Instead, what you find is that a lot of the shelves and stuff have been tipped over and there's a lot of trash everywhere. Okay? So,
There's nothing that can be used in other means, like other functions.
now, however, this is what you can be able to do, is you can sit there and continue searching the building and give me another roll per person.
Ugh, mine's 10. She had a 15. And Lily had 6.
I'm the only one who got the diamond.
Let's not worry
So
about it.
another 10 minutes have passed, which it took you about 10 minutes to search. And you guys are getting the feeling that this is going to take quite a lot of more time. So this is one of those situations where you guys can take a 20.
Is there a register?
So when you go to the register and you go to like punch it out to basically see what's in there,
Good often.
So like when you open it up, there's like some rusted coins and some rotten paper that used to be money. Or rather, I should say some rotten paper fabric combination that used to be money. And like it's sadly been eaten by what may be rats.
Well, I take the coins out, and I like. Is there anything like underneath the drawer, like fiddling with it?
No, other than
take
more
a
rotted
20
paper.
for like searching the building.
So in this case, it will take 3 hours and 20 minutes to search the building completely.
Stop us rolling the dice. Can we like come to a decision here?
So in the 3 hours and 20 minutes that it takes you, you end up finding a shotgun.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is also something we want to come into them too, guys.
You find a backpack.
Mm-hmm. I'm making a list. At least you won't have to, guys.
You find a uniform that used to belong to to whoever worked at this gas, or like several like those vest uniforms. And then other than that, there is nothing else.
Okay. Well, that kind of sucked.
3 hours every time.
Hey, but you know what? That's stuff that you didn't have before.
Yeah, it's more stuff, and it can be used for bartering and trading, which is apparently big in this area. So, shall we continue on and see if we can find anything else before heading back?
Sure.
All right.
So, you guys will continue to search, you said?
Yeah.
So, somebody give me a d20 roll.
I'll do it this time.
Damn.
13. Do I get to add anything?
No. Okay, so
I'm also including on my list the rusted coins.
you guys are continuing to walk along, and you've noticed that there is half a sidewalk that is buried underneath a lot of muck and grass.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been following it along for some time, and through a collapsed overpass, you guys see that there is a fire station.
This could have some promise.
I go and check it out.
Yeah, we'll go.
If we can all go to check it out. We could just go.
So give me a d20 roll.
All of us?
Just one person.
Let Allison do it this time.
16.
What's up? Oh, that's a Magic the Gathering symbol, which is a Wizards of the Coast company.
What number does it represent?
Probably
20. Oh, sorry, that's
What the hell?
it's probably Cat Insanity.
How could you cat insanity?
Little cat insanity video.
It's probably
If you have to let her out, go ahead and do it now while you still have a chance. And then come right back. Oh, God.
Okay, so now that the magic behind the scenes has happened, this is what's going on. So you guys come to the fire station. You notice that the door is locked. Between the three of you, you have the ability to be able to pick the locks without any problems. Okay. So let's get into what we find inside. So you come in and you notice that the trucks and everything are very aged. In fact, you try turning them over, and you can't be able to turn over any engines or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But you notice that there is parts in here that you could use for things later on.
Truck parts.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's just random parts. So as you continue looking around, you notice that there's also a little bit of medicine.
Ooh, yep. We're putting that in the backpack.
So if somebody wants to give me 2d10 rolls, I can tell you what kind of medicine it is.
No, that's a d20. These are d10.
Oh, by the way, I figured how out we're supposed to be doing this, but we'll do that later on.
So there's a 9 and a 2.
You roll a 29.
Okay. How about a 92?
So you find just some mild antibiotics.
Uh-huh.
You find like enough to be able to figure like
Just playing.
oh, which is what I already used. So you find about like 2 doses. When you look inside the fire trucks and stuff, one of the things that you notice is that there's still fuel inside the gas tanks.
Hmm.
And then when you're looking through the cabinets, you actually find that there's like enough to feed like 2 people 1 meal, and it's not like you'd each be eating like you'd each be basically eating one thing differently each. So it'd be like a can of this and like a box of that.
Okay, we're grabbing that to take with us though.
Okay.
Making mental note of the fuel.
All right. So about this time, you all start hearing it rain.
Okay. Any water leaking in on us?
Give me a d20 roll plus search if you have it.
Do I have search? Could I use my survival with that?
Sure, you could use survival.
So natural 20 plus the 3.
Okay, so like as you're standing there wondering if the roof leaks, like you see that there is a hole in the roof and this green raindrop that looks like it'd be like the same color of antifreeze, like this bright tropical green Kool-Aid color, like leaks down out of the ceiling and like
Does it sizzle?
onto the hood of that fire truck, and you notice that there's been a hole through it for a while, and like you hear it, and that same exact sizzle that you're like, you're like, does it sizzle? Yeah, it sizzles.
Yeah, try and stay out of the rain, or else it's gonna burn the crap out of y'all. Okay.
So while you're doing that, I need someone to give me a D100 roll.
D100.
Yeah, which is 2d10s. So we're gonna roll percentage dice here.
2d10 or 2d20?
2d10.
Okay.
Because that will give you your percentage between 1 and 100. 38.
Are you sure it's not 83?
Which one do you want, 38 or 83?
83. I don't know.
So as you're standing there and you're watching this, I need you all to give me each a d20 roll.
4.
She had a 3. I had an 8.
Add your
had a
reflex
4.
bonus to that,
What's my reflex?
where it says REF. 3, 6. So we have a 6.
I've got 11.
2. What did you roll?
So that's another
4.
6.
That's another 6.
I've got 11 total.
So you got 11. Okay.
Did you get a bit of a sunburn while you were out at the beach?
Yeah.
So, Cookie, what you notice is about to happen is that roof is about to fall. And you had the good sense to be able to move before it happens.
Can I duck under that fire truck for protection?
Yeah.
Well, right when you're debating that, I need two of you to give me a D10 roll.
Those two?
Yep.
Okay. A D10?
Yep.
D10. Use that one she gave you.
2.
Lily had an 8.
So 82.
No, it's not a percentage add together.
Lily, give me a D20 roll.
These D20 hate me. Use a different one.
No, you're fine. So, as you're standing there, you know the roof's coming down. And right as you're about to say something, you see a huge piece of roof, like plaster, and it's just like plaster. It's only the plaster, but you see a large chunk of it just all of a sudden fall on Action Jackson from the ceiling, and like she stands there. It knocks her in the head, and like she falls to the ground, and she's like, "I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay."
Did it mess up the fro?
No, I think the fro protected her more than anything.
You gonna shake that fro out? Shake it out, girl. Shake it out. You got this.
Shorty, stop
So
laughing.
while y'all are like
No, I'm still like
focused
ducking
on
under.
this one,
Like I'm working on
like
getting
part of the
underneath
roof
them.
falls on this one.
How?
And like it's not large piece like it was for her, but it's enough to do 2 points of damage. Lily,
Make a note that you just took 2 points damage.
you are down 1 hit point. What basically has ended up happening is that solid 8 points that you took, that's what your entire HP is. So when it's something non-lethal like that for this game, we'll say that depletes one of your hit points completely. Especially when you fail a fortitude save, okay? So that way it gives you lower level characters a little bit of a fighting chance. Okay, so you guys have encountered the building is falling apart in the rain.
All right. Is there anything that we can use to shield ourselves from the rain?
Give me a D20 roll if you have search, or if you have survival.
Ugh, it ran into.
We wouldn't have as far as skills. You gotta have something that's gonna help you out.
So 14 plus my 3, so that makes 17.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Boo Boo, you're pretty much on them, aren't you? You're the people person, Boo Boo.
You need to be talking more.
You
So
are
17.
the people person. 17. So the office, it looks like whatever offices were back there, like for the captain.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like that side of the building has weathered the atmosphere here a lot better.
All right, so
it doesn't have leaks, and it doesn't seem to have anything intruding into it.
I'm gonna yell to run to the office area.
Is all the rain green?
From what you've seen from the roof piece that fell on you, you notice that when the roof is falling apart, as far as the plaster coming off the ceiling, that rain that's coming through is green, and you do hear a slight sizzling sound.
Y'all hear me and listen to me yelling about running to the
I
office?
listen to her and I'm like,
Okay.
This
is so.
So y'all run into the office?
Yes.
Okay, so.
By the way, any of those parts that we had seen before it started raining, were any of those parts ones that were of size that I could take with us?
Not really. Like, this would be more stuff like you would have to have a card for because it's a little bigger.
That's what I was half thinking when we were originally looking at stuff.
Okay. So, I need everybody to give me a D20 roll.
17.
Dude, I must have just like tumbled a little hard into that desk.
7.
Oh my shit!
What did you get, Boo?
7.
What's your dexterity modifier?
Dexterity modifier.
Nope, never mind. I have that information. Don't you worry about that. Let me worry about that.
So my next me that.
Because I'm used to D&D. Lily, what did you roll?
17.
You know, I'm a little dizzy from rolling in. Don't even worry about mine. I'm last.
What'd you roll?
2.
You have improved initiative, don't you?
I don't know.
You do. Which makes it a 6.
Oh, that's right. You did say I had improved initiative.
Nope. That's not the right number.
By the way, I've already given you the characters little names that I've already put on the stick of it.
Anyway, so this is what ends up happening. So when you all are running for the office,
Alice, if you do something ugly,
the first person to the door is you,
my
Action. You fling the door open, and you are face to face with an entire swarm of little red eyes that are glowing.
Fine.
River, you see the same thing, but you see Action looking into this room full of creatures. And Cookie, you're like, I wonder what they're doing. Lily,
I'm just like,
these little red eyes that you're seeing is a horde of rats.
Oh. I'm just like,
So they just like, what are you freaking about?
it's just right.
Do I see? Oh, it's only rats.
So, you all,
okay.
you are looking at these rats. What do you do?
Are we in an area?
Go stab them?
Are we in an area that is safe from the rain right now?
It is safe from the rain. But the swarm of rats is going to keep you from going in.
I pulled the door shut
Okay.
to leave the rats in there, and we're outside for the
Okay.
time being.
So, nothing on your turn. You don't shut the door or anything?
I reached you.
Okay.
I just look over at her like, do you want to go in that room alone, Shorty, and go stab him?
Sure.
All right, fine. Y'all want to go kill some rats? You know what though?
Since we're still in
That
initiative.
could be good eats. They could cook up those rats.
True. You're not going in there alone. I just take out my gun. I'm like,
You don't
got
want
my
to eat the fucking pellets. Get your knife. That might be better.
I don't think so.
I do have a knife.
Oh, you do? What about we all go in there?
How about you all give me a d20 roll while you're thinking about this?
5, 7, 10.
Boy!
So, everybody take some
How many hit points do I have?
horrible, horrible penalties.
How many hit points do I have?
I had already pulled the door shut.
You pulled the door shut?
Yeah, all this started.
Well,
I
that
had
will-
said
that
that
will
I
come.
pulled the door
That
shut.
will come to your turn. Because when you all are having a conversation,
It was before we were having the conversation that I pulled the door shut.
I know. Before you had your conversation and it erupted into what do we do? Which was the reason for your initiative rolls, which led into this d20 roll of fortitude,
Yeah, okay.
which will allow your.
Oh wait. So then that means my 7 plus 3 is 10. So
For your fortitude save.
yeah, for a roll, my fortitude is plus 3. So that would have taken my 7 to a 10.
Okay, so you have a fortitude roll of 10.
Up where you have reflex.
Got it.
It's
12.
2. Okay, and then yours would be 3 to a 5. Wait, no, you did this
Yeah,
one.
I
So
did
a
that
5 to a 7. So a 7, a 10, and a 12.
Okay.
We gotta catch him when he says fortitude, guys, to make sure to add the right modifier.
I didn't hear him say the 2.
I just did. That's why I said it. Like,
That's what
whoa,
we
wait.
said. That way we can be sure that we have things correct.
Are you recording this?
Yeah, it's being recorded.
Oh.
Why? Are you trying to bust my balls about it?
Well,
Did you just mess with the? No, you didn't.
I did actually. I pulled it down and put it back down. Alright, come on, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
So is it all of us going there?
Well, he's trying to throw something at us, so let's see what's going on.
Let's see what he's trying. Well, I have my legs tucked into a pretzel fantasy. I'm saying that not in my character voice, but I'm just saying it like out of character.
But for real, you know, in character, those rounds could be good eating. But if you shoot them, that could be wasting the bullet.
True.
Let's get out and
Okay. So,
Okay, Shorty.
with y'all in your night talk,
Come on.
you all suddenly have the urge to throw up. So whoever didn't roll a DC 12, if you did not roll a 12 or better,
Vomit time! You're fine. I must be behind all y'all, so
No, I'm actually.
you're the one who's up against the door.
Yeah.
so
I
up
was
against the
the
door.
second person.
Okay. So
So two of us are vomiting.
the two of you are vomiting.
And I'm dodging your vomit.
So when your turn comes, you can be able to get that door. So who rolled well enough to not vomit?
She had a 12.
So when you're sitting there holding the door, you know those rats all
Mm-hmm.
and their little red eyes? Like you see a purple light come from like their head and you see their little brains are exposed. And you hear the sound of something like popping popcorn and your other two party members just suddenly vomit. Now,
Come on, guys.
Cookie, you were the next like with this going on,
So I'm vomiting,
What do
and then
you-
what do I do?
Lily, what does your character do?
You said cookie, that's me.
I'm sorry, I was looking at something funny here. Don't give me the fucking finger.
He's talking to you.
I'll do
your-
bad
tell your-
things to you later. I promise.
Lily,
Anyways, get
what
on
is your
with it.
character doing?
Because
Okay.
you got the first round of initiative.
I'm
Then
just
it's gonna
like,
go your mom. Then it's gonna go.
If you want, you could be all like, I'm going to shoot this mother chucker.
You do have weapons out.
I just have my knife out and I'm like, all right, if they start calling out from under the door, I'm gonna start stabbing.
The door is
I'm
not
not-
closed. The door is still open.
The door was closed. I didn't open it.
No.
When
Okay,
we came up
when
to the
you
door, it
came
was still
up-
open.
Get into the office would have led into what?
The rat.
You don't just stop at a door. You open a door, right?
I
So it's-
stopped at the door because I saw.
Okay. But however,
Chill, Lily, come on, let's just roll
however the
with
doors
it.
come open because you're getting into the office, right? So on
Just
your
roll with
turn,
it.
if you want to close this door now that it's your turn, you can.
I'm closing the flipping
Okay,
door.
now you understand the basics of fucking D&D. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we do initiative rolls to set fucking action.
This is
I know, and I'm busting your balls about it. So you close this door. Okay, so the door, she slams the door closed as you two are still vomiting. So this effect lasts for a few minutes. And to answer your question, Lily, no, Jackson does not see the rats try to come from underneath the door.
Does Jackson run the knife under the door? Like,
No,
come on,
no,
motherfuckers.
no. I have my knife ready and out
Yeah, me
where
too.
the mice.
You're vomiting. I don't think Lily would have the
No,
knife
no.
out.
No, you only roll once and it lasts only a few minutes. Once the door is closed, the effect of the need to vomit has ended.
Okay.
So we'll that's what ends the vomiting.
Okay. All right. So, okay. Yeah. Bad door.
Shorty, you want to go in there and start vomiting again?
So I'm looking around while they're
Mhm.
arguing.
So while these two are arguing, what are you looking for specifically?
Anything useful?
Anything useful being. Give me a search survival roll of a d20. Now you've already searched, so like you
Yeah.
have, you searched the front half of the building. Now on the
Yeah.
back half of the building, like there is like a couple of collapsed rooms. So like
I
out
want
of
to
that,
search for the area that we can get into that is safe.
so
Yes, I know.
Let him
that
talk, please.
office is the only safe space from where you rolled, from where you were searching and everything. And you had missed the office originally for whatever reason that, you know, it was just one of those, oh, we're just looking around type things.
All right.
Is
So
it still raining?
So your question about whether or not it's raining, no. You hear that the rain, that pitter patter, has stopped off the roof, and as has the acid burning sound.
okay. Is there another way into the office?
As you walk around, you notice that there is only one door into the office.
No windows or anything?
There are window panels, and there are blinds that are on the other side of the window. So it's like one of those desks or one of those.
Can you
offices
see a
that are-
little through? Like, because I know some of those you can kind of see through the blinds.
No, the blinds are closed. You can't really be able to see through it all, unfortunately.
How many are there? Like, is this like an office like where the table is here, where there's room all around it?
Yeah.
Where the okay.
So like when you
How about like here? So here's the office.
so like to draw it out, okay.
The
So, like,
door is
When
there.
you guys came into the front door, there is the large bay
So-
where the fire truck was.
So like this is the office. There's the door that we were looking at. Where are the windows?
So
Stop.
first of all, no.
Okay.
So you came in, there's the bay.
Here.
Oh, this is
Okay. The vehicles don't work. You had a kitchen. And then you had whatever this office was.
Okay.
The office sits in the middle. There's an L-shaped hallway that goes around it. There's another door right here. There's a door right over here where that kitchen/dining room was. Okay.
So where was the entrance that we came in?
So the entrance that you guys came through was here.
Okay. And then
So
the
you came
office
through the
you
rolled
said
up
was
doors.
where?
The office is here.
Okay. So then the door is right here.
The door that you guys would have came through would have been right there.
Okay. So where are the windows?
The windows are right there on the side of the L.
So here and here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then what I would suggest is
That you all be murdered in the middle of the night.
right.
After this whole entire discussion of planning out how it looks. I'm kidding with you. I love you. Don't give me that look. I know
So-
why we have to draw things out.
Good idea. There could be other useful things in there. When we saw the rats when we were looking in the door, were they more like over on this side? Like,
So when the door was open, you had just seen that there were just little glowing eyes that filled the office
so it's just kind of like all over the place.
with Jackson in the way. Mm-hmm. So there was not enough light to be able to show you how many rats were in the room or where they were at.
So, I mean, in theory, we could like shoot, and I'm saying this to both of you guys, hey, pay attention. In theory, we could be on either window and shoot in, like shoot in down, and then charge in like afterwards. But that won't tell us if we're gonna actually like get anything. We won't know if we're really gonna kill him. So I mean, we could totally go in like guns going, take the rats down.
Oh, by the way, horrors.
Comedy using Hobbit horror. Sounds like you'd be a cover band.
Nigga, I hope you be.
Wow,
Have a
wow.
good
We cannot be
idea.
using that word on this channel. YouTube does not support the use of the N-word in form, fashion, or way. Please find another way to address the character who is of African American descent. God damn it for making me have to fucking say this shit. All right.
Woman.
Thank you. That's better. Jesus Christ, gonna get me fucking banned from YouTube.
Oh my god.
Oh Christ, the hate mail is
You
coming.
have a good idea how to get in there and get into all that shit.
We cut
I
the
was
door
gonna
open.
say, quiet down, Shorty.
Bossy.
Open the door, then just wait for 10 minutes to cut it down. So what were you saying, Miss Bossy Pants?
Okay, Miss Vomitor. The brains of the rats are apparently living purple, and we're actually showing. While the door was open and you two vomitors were vomiting.
Well, then maybe we should just have you stand outside the door and the rest of us go over to the window. I kind of like that idea. I'm going to go over to a window and hold up my gun and be ready to shoot wherever the hell I please. You go ahead and do whatever with the door then.
Okay, well, while you people are now arguing about this whole entire shebang,
Which one?
would you like to just go ahead and make your attack rolls through this blind window?
Sure.
Okay,
No.
Lily, are you going to be a part of this?
I'm not going to be part of this. The two shorty
That is not
vomitors.
what you rolled. You rolled a 10 and then you changed it.
Uh-oh.
The two vomiting shorts.
Shut your pie hole.
Bossy Pants. Oh. 13.
We both rolled the same thing.
Nice.
So it's 26 altogether.
You don't have a +1 to your attack bonuses, so what we end up seeing is through the window when you guys are shooting, you blow out the windows and are shooting holes to the blinds as you just continue to. I assume that you both are just going to empty your firearms here. So what do you use when you shoot into the room?
I'm gonna shoot about 4 rounds out of the shotgun.
Okay, so you'll have to reload it.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's going to take you an action. So do me a favor and roll that 2d8. Roll that beautiful 2d8 footage.
What D8?
I think it's a d8. Let's make sure it is because
We don't have. Which one? These are the D8s, right?
ranged weapons. A shotgun. Sawed-off shotgun in this bag is 2d8. Yes, 2d8.
Yeah. So I can do 2 shots, the range of 10 feet before I have to reload. An 8 and a 3.
Okay, roll again.
No.
Boo boo, you need to be rolling that damage dice for that gun you have, right?
An 8 and a 2.
What was it last time?
An 8 and a 3. Do you have a shotgun
Wait,
too,
come
or
on.
No.
what are you
What do you
shooting?
got here?
I'm
2d6, boo boo. 2d6. And you have 9 rounds in a gun.
There you go.
How many rounds are you going to shoot?
How many times are you gonna go bang, 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 bang?
5 times.
Okay, give me 5 dice roll.
Here, you want
By
do
the
like
way,
all
you
of
guys
them
need to
at
mark off this ammunition that you spent. Yes.
once? There's one.
I don't know. Well, we'll get to that. I don't know if they'll be vomiting after they're done shooting.
I did it.
How much? What did you roll?
1, 1, 3, 5, and 2.
So, when you all fire through the window, all you hear is the sound of screaming rats, and the blinds come tearing down. The glass is like cascading down. It's like something out of like fucking like The Untouchables. Like you're just like a gang just decided that you're gonna murder some poor detective sitting in like his office in some horrible black and white
Hey,
You
Pro,
know,
you gonna bust down the door?
film noir movie. So
I ain't busting down
Once-
the door, Shorty.
once the firing has stopped, you notice that there are rat corpses that are filling the room, and
Wait.
you can be able to see into the room. What was your comment to Boo Boo that couldn't wait?
I'm But I'm not short.
Okay, now that we've defined who's short and who's not fucking short.
Okay, so we can see that there's corpses. You want to open the door and see what's left?
As well as anybody that, because this is a new room that you have not encountered, if you want to do a d20 roll for a search or survival to scrounge.
I do that. Oh,
Okay. 19.
19 plus search is
So I had 19 with my modifier.
Okay.
with my modifier I get
Wait, now then.
Did we kill?
23.
Wait a second? Did we kill all the rats?
Yes.
Okay, how many rat bodies do we have?
Well, that's where we'll end. Because it is 11 o'clock.
Already?
And I have to take a shit.
Can you come back so I can